Oh my god.
You're afraid of subways?
No, I'm not. But we had a Twilight Zone experience when we were there, and it was fucking terrifying. We almost died.
Yeah, you were there with your new roommate
Taylor. Yep.
Like last week or weekend or whatever, checking out places.
Yes. And we were traveling by subway. It was a very hectic day. We actually didn't eat at all it was on Saturday, and we had the whole day
Grab a
booked.
Nathan's.
Get a couple of Nathan's dogs. I don't know why it was a little Canadian, a little Minnesota. But
We had a whole day basically booked out there for showings, and we were going all over Manhattan and Brooklyn, and we ended up getting to Brooklyn, and we went to this one subway line to travel to Bushwick. That's where we were trying to catch the subway for, and I think we were in Bedford-Stuyvesant, and we were trying to get to Bushwick. So it's it's like an hour walk. So you wanted to take a train or a bus. So we find this station. Also, our phones are dying. So our phones are both of our phones are at 10%. So we're really putting the maps on, turning it off. We're really squeezing out as much juice out of this phone as possible so we don't get lost in the city, because we don't know where we're
trying to look at the map, try to remember where you are, and then take it away.
That's exactly what we're doing. And because we have no charger, and our Airbnb is in Queens, so we're an hour and a half away.
You're in a real hipster's nightmare scenario.
Seriously. So anyway, we get to Bedford-Stuyvesant, and we're we're trying to get.
I've never heard anybody call it by.
That's what they call
full
it.
Name.
No, yeah, it's all. Well, what's funny? My friend who lives there, who's actually the person who convinced me to go there months and months ago, half a year ago at this point. He said everyone just calls it Bedford-Stuyvesant. It's not no one calls it.
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened?
Anyways,
the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. So we get to this subway station. Usually when you go to these subway stations, they're really people are going in and out, filtering in and out. This one was just empty. No one was really around it. So it was already eerie going to it. So then we start walking down the stairs, and the light is flickering, and we're oh, this is already kind of weird. And it's eerily quiet. There's no one around. So we go down there, and we have to refill our subway card before we go on because we don't have enough money. So we're looking for the station in this mini subway station. This is the smallest subway station I've ever seen. It's not even an actual station. It's more just a mini stop, right? So there's no person in the booth or anything. There's no booth. You literally are just it's just this little corridor, and you go through this gate, and then that's it. And the lights are flickering, it's super dark. And anyways, we get there, and we don't see anyone in there. It's dark. There's no one around. And
pitch black.
It's not pitch black, but it's a horror movie. And we're oh, this is kind of eerie. So then we're okay, well, let's see if we can find a subway
thingy to put your card.
Yeah. To refill. So we're looking for it, and it doesn't take very long to look for it because it's a fucking small ass room. But then we hear from behind the corner behind us, we hear, "Hey, you." We're what? So we turn around, and this guy peeks around the corner, and he comes towards the fucking gate. And he's "Come here." And we're no.
And he's on the other side.
He's on the other side of the gate. So he could theoretically he could come after us if he wanted to. It's not a one-way thing. I mean, it is a one-way thing to go in, but you can get out. So he's just and so he just starts coming closer and closer to the gates, and me and Taylor are looking at each other what are we gonna what should we do? And we just look at each other, and honestly, we didn't even really say anything. We just looked at each other and had a Scooby-Doo moment, and we were just yeah, we're gonna go. So we booked it out of there after that, and we heard him as we were going out of the stairs. We heard him behind us, not close behind us, but we heard him yelling after us, "Hey, come here, I'm talking to you." And we were "Oh my God,
I'm talking to you."
So then we get out, and I swear to God, so we get out. And then we just start walking, like, we're like, we'll go to the next stop. We'll go to the next station. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, that's crazy. And we have to refill our card anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, that's literally the excuse we say. We're like, we got to refill our card. We can't do it here. And we just left.
Why did you feel like you had to give this guy an excuse?
And you know what's
we
funny?
don't want to be rude to this murderer.
You know what's funny, too? Like, and he came out of nowhere, and he, like, it was just, like, he didn't, there's a lot of homeless people in New York City, right?
Wow.
But it wasn't like he looked like he didn't look like one of those homeless people that needed help. He just looked like a person that, like, he didn't look, I don't know how to explain it, but he didn't look homeless. He just looked like not a nice man. Like,
murdery.
Yeah. So it was very scary. Anyways, we got out, and then I told you this story, and you told me that you think...
This is my theory.
Go for it.
Is that guy has been trapped down there for like 125 years, and his whole thing is that he needs to like get someone to switch places with him so that he can escape.
I
so that his
think
soul
you're
can
dead
be
on.
free.
And I told Taylor that, and Taylor was like, "That's definitely what it was. Like, no joke. Like that. That's exactly what."
And that's
happened.
why nobody goes to that station.
Yeah,
I think that as soon as you guys walked out of the station, it disappeared. Like the entrance to it is gone.
Honestly, maybe, dude. I'm never. Yeah, if I ever like, part of me wants to like.
So you're not going to that sty anymore?
Part of me
You'll
wants.
never find it again.
Part of me
because
wants
it's
to
gone.
try and find it once we live there. Like, I want to go there with some friends and like be like, this is the. Like just see if it's like, if the myths are real, like just to see if it's really like real, I don't know. Like, I gotta see it again one more time, and I can just run out as long as I have
playing with fire. There you go.
What if the entrance like disappears this time, like, and then I'm trapped down there.
Listen, we don't know the limits of this man's supernatural powers.